I hate running. Like a lot. Like ever since I could remember, always hated running. Did you know I almost quit playing football because of running? You see, in Pine Bluff, Arkansas in 2007, football summer camp was always kicked off with the infamous run test. At 11 a.m. in 115-degree heat and a suffocating 70% humidity next to a swamp disguised as a pond, 114 men were going to run. How long did we have to run? I'll never know. How fast did we have to run? In my opinion, too goddamn fast. And this was a spectacle to see. Cheered on by the Lady Lions of the soccer team, volleyball team, encouraged to see them doing the same road work that we were about to get into. And I'd be remiss not to mention the band, also working very hard. 11 EMTs, 12 ambulance trucks, local jokers, and fans alike all gathered to watch the run test. As a freshman, I failed the run test, but my senior, Tim Turner, passed with flying colors. And as I was paying tribute to the lawn, donating my breakfast back into the universe, Tim Turner walked past me and said I didn't look comfortable running. He said nothing more, nothing less. But those words stuck with me, shaped my perspective on running. It changed the dynamic of how I viewed everything about running. And even today, as I sit here and tell you, I still fucking hate running. I am not unaware of the benefits from the physical aspect and in general, all the things that running has brought me. But if running taught me anything, it taught me how to be comfortable while in a constant state of pain and misery. As I get ready to run today, Ahmaud Arbery is on my mind. His situation is slowing me down. The realization that my workout clothes that bear the seal of my ability to make it in the bluff where it's rough and stuff could be perceived as a threat has got me out of breath. And for the first time in my life, I feel a little too tired to run. I am going to say something extremely controversial at the end of this video and walk away. A black man running in your neighborhood is not a crime. Take care. Okay, let me tell you how this is going to end. There's going to be a big protest. There's going to be a big arrest. There's going to be a long, drawn-out court battle. And eventually, these two psychopath murderers are going to get away with murder. Here's why. Between January 1st and February 23rd, do you know how many burglaries there were in Brunswick City? 1. Count it. 1. It was reported that a handgun was stolen from a vehicle in Brunswick City, and because this weapon was stolen from a vehicle on private property, it had been upgraded to a felony, thus making this criminal offense an offense civilians can actively be involved in by means of citizens' arrest. So later on that week, when Thing 1, aka Gregory McMichaels, saw Ahmaud Arbery, and I quote, hauling ass, he already knew what he was going to do. Emboldened by the fact that he could perform a citizen's arrest, he called his racist son Travis and his favorite butt buddy William to arm themselves and devise a plan on how they were going to capture Ahmaud Arbery. Instead of calling the police, they pursued Ahmaud for 10 whole minutes, and that eventually led to the altercation that ended his life. And it's very clear that the police report doesn't reflect what was seen in the video. There is no mention of Ahmaud actively trying to avoid them in the police report, even turning around, eventually being boxed in by Travis and William, the two drivers of the vehicle. Ahmaud was left cornered without any other option, and the only other option he had was running for his life, but they literally prevented him from running for his life. So he had no other choice but to fight. And for his effort, he took a shotgun blast at point blank range from Travis. And the only blood left on that monster's hands was the blood of Ahmaud, as he flipped him over to search his body for the weapon that was stolen, only to find Ahmaud was unarmed. And no, they didn't try to render first aid or even try to comfort him. They were completely okay with ending Ahmaud's life right then and there. Why? Because dead men tell no tales.
1, 2, 3.
It took over 2 months for these two racist bastards to receive any punishment, to receive any type of notoriety. The Brunswick Police Department and DA office both had this video, and they did nothing. And you should remember that. It wasn't because they had the video that they arrested these two bastards. It was because we saw the video that they decided to arrest these animals. Can you pass me my soapbox, please? Thank you. Ahmaud Arbery was minding his own business, bettering himself and his physical God-given abilities, when a racist felt threatened. This argument is brought to you in part by, if we had any kind of gun control, these gun nuts would never have felt emboldened enough to kill Ahmaud. For example, 3 of them couldn't subdue him, nor could they catch him on foot, because they are fat, out of shape, middle-aged American men. Example 2, gun nuts claim their guns are for 3 things: protecting their homes, their family, and hunting. Ahmaud was running away from these racist assholes. He was not a threat to them or their family. So I guess these guys were hunting, right? Right? This now concludes my soapbox segment. Thank you. This biased bullshit letter paints Ahmaud in an angry, aggressive, charged manner, and is completely uncalled for since he is literally the only victim on the report sheet. Strictly, the DA office brought up rudimentary laws and rules and regulations and bullshit that they can use to try and justify this, but there is one underlining issue with this whole entire case. The reason why we are here is because a handgun was stolen from a vehicle, and I've yet to see a story telling me, explaining to me where this gun is. Ahmaud didn't have a gun on him. There was no weapon found at Ahmaud's residence. They murdered him in cold blood over a gun he never had. Boy 1 and racist boy number 2 are wrong. All the self-defense bullshit, legal terminologies and technicalities go out the fucking window with one simple truth. Ahmaud didn't have a fucking gun on him. Ahmaud didn't have the gun that was stolen. So these racist animals killed an innocent black man off an assumption that they couldn't prove in the first place. Ahmaud's story reminds me of Botham Jean, and how he was sitting in his apartment minding his own business, enjoying his best life, and then a racist sicko fantasy father-son living up the good old days, you know, good guy with the gun taking out the bad guy with no gun. Well, them good old days are over with. Don't believe me? Here's Amber Geiger. Now here's her current location. This hit home for a lot of people. Maybe it's because we're all quarantined and this is just something other than the virus for us to think about, but I think there's an underlining issue why this is so traumatic for us. Because all throughout our timeline for the last 6 weeks, you've seen people you know, you love, running. You might be running. Ahmaud Arbery is us, and that's scary. I hate running, but Ahmaud seemed to enjoy it. And for you, Ahmaud, my friend, I'll keep going. Not just on the running, but with life. And I won't apologize for being me. I will continue to support, uplift, and be a beacon of hope for the lost kings and queens. I f***ing hate running. But rest assured, Ahmaud, I love to fight. And I will bring every single person who has hate or transgression in their heart towards my people to the light. I'll keep fighting the big corruption on the government level that tried to cover up your story, all the way down to the internet racist trolls who think that they are protected by fake names on the internet. So if you are watching this and you feel tired, out of breath, or defeated, hear this. It's not over. Get ready to catch your second wind and finish strong. No. Finish stronger. Don't be afraid to keep running towards that goal. That's what Ahmaud would have wanted us to do.